Hi everyone, my name is Alice Lee. I'm a real estate agent in Georgia, and in this video, I'm going to share with you how I closed on 10 homes in my first 10 months as a real estate agent. So the main reason I want to share this video is, number one, I am so surprised that this is even happening, and I really wanted to make sure to document this part of my career. And second is I feel like there's not a lot of content or videos out there that show what it's really like when you first start your real estate journey. There's so many people who have years and years of experience, and I feel like that doesn't really equate to somebody who's just starting. So I'm hoping that me sharing my experiences will give you a little insight on what it's like to actually have a career in real estate. First, I want to talk about where I found these clients. And then second, I want to go through what kind of things that I had in place that attributed to the success of finding so many clients earlier on. Another thing that I want to say before going into the rest of this video is something that someone said to me at one of the trainings I went to. He said, a successful month is not a successful year in real estate. A successful year in real estate does not equate to a successful career. So I think with that said, this journey is going to ebb and flow. Again, I am so grateful and thankful to have this experience, which is why I want to share it. Another thing too is that success is very subjective. And so for some, this might seem like nothing. For some, it might seem like a lot. To me, it's a lot. So yeah, that's why I want to share this. So first, where did I get these clients? I broke down where a lot of these clients came from, and the majority of them was a mix of my sphere and social media. I'll break down into how a little bit later. And then my second highest category was in referrals. The thing that I want to say about my sphere, I think I got lucky in the sense of that quote that people talk about where luck is preparation meets opportunity. So to give you a little bit of background, I think I was that overly anxious overachiever growing up in high school and college. And so I joined a lot of different student organizations, volunteer groups, etc. And that naturally forced me to meet a lot of people. And I think way before I even joined real estate, that helped me get a foundation of just having a lot of people in my sphere. I know other people move to a new state and try to get started that way, which I agree is definitely so hard to do. But I think that foundation of knowing a good amount of people, having lived here for so long, really helped me get that jump start to access to a bunch of people. Another thing that helped me out a lot was before I started real estate, I had my own bridal hairstyling business. So working in the bridal industry, I met a lot of people who got married, was planning on getting married, or their friend group that was about to do the same. And for a lot of these people, naturally, the next step is to become a homeowner. So that was also a really good connection point for me. And finally, in regards to my sphere, I am in my late 20s, and so I naturally know a lot of people in their late 20s, early 30s, and a lot of people in this phase of life are looking to purchase their first home. So that was also another really helpful point for me. Another thing that really helped me along this journey was jumping in 1000% from the very beginning. I was very sure that this is what I wanted to do in terms of a career, and that I really wanted to focus on this. I know not all people have the opportunity to be able to leave their jobs and pursue something new or pursue real estate, but thankfully I was able to dive in 1000% into this and devote most of my days to this. And so that really helped me build that ramp for a lot of the closings that I got near the end of the 10-month time frame. I think it's pretty natural that whenever you try something new, you're a little afraid of how you come off, right? You start to tell people that you're in real estate. There's a little bit of that stigma of a real estate license is so easy to get. Some people might not value real estate agents. So because of that fear, I see people being afraid to tell their sphere, afraid to tell their family and friends that they work in real estate. I think personally, I've tried and failed at a lot of different things. So I think I was a little less afraid to just jump in and tell the whole world that I work in real estate now. I remember when I first started, I instantly created my social media handles for this, invited all my family and friends to come check it out, and started building a lot of content there. I know it was a little nerve-wracking, but I think that attributed to a huge part of being able to work with so many people in such a short time frame. I think as somebody who is interested in pursuing real estate, there is a lot of people who want to jump in because they think you can make so much money as a real estate agent and that it's easy and that you can control your own schedule and do whatever you want. But I think something that people don't think about is whether you like the ins and outs of the actual job. For example, for myself, working with people, talking to people really energizes me. And so as a real estate agent, that's going to be a huge part of your job description. So naturally being inclined to those things, I think was an extra benefit for me. Also, don't forget about driving. If you are going to become a real estate agent, you are going to have to drive all the time. So make sure you are okay with that. Another thing too that I've seen with really successful real estate agents is that you genuinely have to have the heart to want to help people. Because if you are just in it for the money, first off, people will be able to tell instantly. And I think that also doesn't create longevity for you career-wise too, because a lot of people are going to see you as the real estate expert and they're going to want to ask you questions and help on some things, even if they're not directly working with you. And I think if you have that heart to genuinely want to help people, you have to be available to answer their questions without expecting anything in return. The next thing that helped me a lot was having a baseline of skills that will help you with this career. I don't know if I mentioned, but in my prior job, I worked at a consulting firm where we worked with a lot of our different clients. And there I learned a ton about how to communicate professionally, how you should understand where they're coming from in terms of their questions, how to cater to the client and make sure that they're fully satisfied, and how to set expectations up front. And I feel like those skills directly transferred over to working as a real estate agent too. The next thing was that because I had a bridal styling business before jumping into this, I was comfortable with the ebbs and flows of having a client-based business. And I also knew how to organize all the admin stuff, emails, different CRM systems, and how to manage multiple clients at one time. And then in addition to that, I learned a lot about marketing in both those career fields, working in the corporate world and also owning my own company. I know some people, they join real estate and they think to themselves, why didn't I join sooner? But I think it's all these prior experiences that help you build those skill sets in those areas that definitely will transfer over. And I think it definitely did in my case. The last thing that I want to mention is the training that is available. I mentioned this a little bit in the video that I made about how to get your real estate license, but the brokerage that you choose to work for, especially as a brand new agent, can really either make or break your career. This is a career where if you aren't able to find clients, there is no steady paycheck that you're getting. So you really need to find the right culture, find the right brokerage and coaching programs that will help you build that momentum from day one, or else I think it's really hard to keep it going all by yourself. When I was looking for a brokerage to join, I really looked for the different training programs that are available and also the culture of the office. And I truly think that it's a huge part of why I'm able to even be here today. I had my coach, Nanette, and everybody in the coaching program who literally held my hand through the first few transactions and answered all my questions at all times of day. And she did that for so many other people as well. And in addition to that too, again, the culture is phenomenal. I could stop people in the office and just ask them questions and people would be more than willing to help me. And I feel like that is a key pillar to being successful as a real estate agent. And personally, I would rather take a commission cut on deals that I'm making in exchange for all of this support than get no deals at all. So that's kind of a brief overview of how I was able to get these clients. I'll make another video on all the things that I did from a social media standpoint. I hope that brought any bit of insight for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions about my experience or how any of the transactions went. Any questions like that, I am more than happy to answer them. But yeah, thank you all for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.